Hello, everybody. This is Kia Kelly, making sure all of my streams are all set up. Welcome, everybody. Let me mute that. All right. So we are live everywhere, I'm pretty sure. Let me close this out. All right. So if you're here with me live, just say hello. I am just making sure all of my streams are working well. I am streaming on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, all the places. And I'm just trying to make sure that my stream is all set up. I'm missing one. Like, which one am I? Oh, Instagram. Duh. All right. So let me bring this over here so I can see all the comments and stuff. If you're hot, hi, welcome. I see you there from YouTube. Tell me hello, everybody, if you are here. All righty. So I'm just trying to get all my streams set up because I'm set up on one screen, but in order to see all the comments, I have to be I have to have multiple screens pulled up. All right. So if you're here with me, everybody say hi. Tell me what city, state, or country you're watching me from. I'm just making sure all streams are all set up and I can see everybody's comments. All right. And then I need to check and see to make sure that this is streaming onto my Facebook page because oftentimes when there it is, I see it there. Onto my Facebook page because oftentimes when I go live on my Facebook page, it will make my privacy settings like only me. And I want this to be public. And for whatever reason, it doesn't allow my stuff to be public when I go live on Facebook anymore from StreamYard. So that's that. We're trying to fix that real quick. Let me see. Is that fixed? All right. It says I'm live. Okay. We're live there. We're live there. All right. If you guys are here, I see from North Carolina. Hey, what's up from North Carolina? All righty. Let me make sure I am streaming in there. Trying to stream in the Facebook event. Start live video. Nope, that's not working. I'm trying to make sure my live event is working. Let me see. No, that's not working. Okay. Like I'm basically in my Facebook group and I'm trying to have them see this in my Facebook group because there's a new update on Facebook these days where you can't stream into Facebook groups. And so I'm trying to do that for the very first time. But if I can't figure it out in the next 5 seconds, guess what? It just ain't gonna happen, okay? Because y'all don't have time for me to be figuring it out, and I don't have time to be doing it either. All right. Okay. So we're having a conversation today because of what is happening basically in Washington when it comes to TikTok. And so I want to have a conversation with you guys about all the things. And so let me see here. How do you set them all up in Ohio? I use a tool called StreamYard to set all that up. Hey, Angela, where's everybody else from? What city, state, or country you guys watching from? I'm going to pull up some articles on some different news sites. I am apolitical, so I don't really care if it's Fox News. I don't care if it's CNN. I don't care. I just, pull up what I see. I'll read it, pray about it, and all the things. Okay. All right. So let me I'm going to go to, I typed in CNN and Fox, and I'm just going to type in TikTok on Google, and then it's going to pull up all the news from TikTok for today. Okay. So first things first, let's look and see what they're saying. So first things first, we have this. All right, we have the New York Times. So the New York Times posted 4 hours ago, Congress passed a bill that could ban TikTok. Now comes the hard part. President Biden has signed the bill to force the sale of the video app or ban it. Now the law faces court challenges, a shortage of qualified buyers, and Beijing's hostility. Okay. I'm going to read a little bit more to you, and then we're going to have a conversation about where you guys think this is going to go. A bill that would force the sale of TikTok by its Chinese owner ByteDance or ban it outright was passed by the Senate on Tuesday and signed into law Wednesday by President Biden. Now the process is likely to get even more complicated. Congress passed the measure citing national security concerns because of TikTok's Chinese ties. Both lawmakers and security experts have said there are risks to the Chinese government. The law would allow TikTok to continue to operate in the U.S. if ByteDance sold within 270 days or about 9 months, a time frame the president could extend to a year. The measure is likely to face legal challenges as well as possible resistance from Beijing, which could block the sale or export of the technology. It Okay, sorry. It is also unclear who has the resources to buy TikTok since it will carry a hefty price tag. The issue could take months or even years to settle, during the which the app will probably continue to function for US consumers. It is going to be a royal mess, is what people are saying. TikTok pledged to challenge the law, yada, 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 all the things. Okay. So that is pretty much what has gone down today. Is the House passed the bill, then Senate, and then President Biden just signed it, and so now here we are. And so I wanted to have a conversation with you guys today about that on a couple different levels. Okay, one, I want to know, what are your thoughts? What are your opinions about that? How do you feel about TikTok being here in the US? All right. And then I want to know, how do you feel about President Biden signing the bill, and then also someone on the PR team or something like that, the president's team or whatever, basically said, "We're going to keep using it. We're going to keep promoting, campaigning on TikTok, and we're still going to sign it for it to be banned." So yeah, Daisies and Daffodil says, I feel it takes our freedom of speech. Okay, that's a very, very accurate argument. Anybody else? What do the rest of you guys think about this? Okay. Now, one of the things that I also think that is happening is that not only are people feeling some type of way about, the app being banned and their freedom of speech, but there are over 5 million businesses on TikTok right now that are marketing every single day. I think there's over 30,000 sellers in TikTok shop alone, that pretty much would get shut down if the app got banned. And so I want to know what you guys' thoughts on this. August and June Kid says this is going to affect so many businesses, influencers, etc. Okay. All right. What do you guys think about this legally? Now, one of the things that when all this went down today, I was just kind of like, okay, how do I feel about it? And I feel a couple things. So I wrote down different notes today because I was like, can you just process what are you thinking and all that type of stuff? And because, one of the things I've been doing the last 4 years is encouraging you to use TikTok. I want to check my audio settings. Hold on. I forgot to do that before I got on. Oh, it's working. Okay. So I feel like I've been really advocating for TikTok for the last 4 years. And, I've sold it to so many of my clients and they've had a lot of success with it. And I feel like I feel a little bit of a responsibility to talk about this with you all. I feel a responsibility to help you navigate this. And so in order for me to be able to do that, I of course need you to kind of talk to me. I see here Susie says Ryan Sehrant from Million Dollar Listing said, how many millions of people are basically losing their major marketing platforms and billions of dollars lost? Yep, I agree. Okay. So here is what I think about banning an app. So I am like, let's take a look at TikTok, period. Right. So prior to most of us learning about TikTok in 2020, we had platforms like YouTube, platforms like, of course, Google. You have Instagram, you have Facebook, Snapchat, Pinterest, and so on and so on and so on. And they were all doing whatever it was that they were doing, having the success that they were having, innovating, and all that. And so then TikTok was already out there, but most people didn't know about it. And here comes 2020. Everybody's looking for something to do because we're all bored because of COVID. And then TikTok comes in and everybody is like, ooh, what is this? And then kaboom, everybody gets addicted to the platform in a good way or whatever, and they really start building up their business division. They just start doing all this stuff when it comes to the platform and what they're offering and how they're servicing people. And I think one of the major things that happened was all the market share. It seems like that, um, you know, TikTok has crouched in on Amazon. It has crouched in on ad dollars for Meta, Facebook, Instagram, the ad dollars for Google and YouTube. It has really started to impact all the different people, and plus all the places where people are advertising and where they're buying. There's a whole lot that is happening. And I was talking to one of my business coaches today, and she was just like, we have never been so threatened by a platform before. Listen, I need y'all to hear me when I say this. Our government has never been so threatened by a social media platform before. Okay. Sure, they could think that there are influences and Chinese, national security. Sure, they could think that, right? Sure. Um, but like when you really look at this, there is quite the we have to look with a bigger eyes and not just national security. That is a thing that could be considered about. But you've got this platform that nobody was paying attention to that has just dominated everything, where people feel so threatened to invest millions and millions and millions of dollars to try to get it out of the US. Why would people invest that much money, that much time, and that much energy if it wasn't the most innovative thing that we have seen since MySpace, since Facebook? I think it's because it has been so innovative, it's been so groundbreaking. It has broken every single rule, every single marketing rule. And it's quite the threat, not to our democracy, to all the other businesses. Like, did you guys know that TikTok is planning on building a fulfillment center in the US that is going to ship out products similar to Amazon, but products that are being sold on TikTok Shop? And then they would hire people in the US to do all the fulfillment. They've already got that over in the UK, and that's their testing place, and they're going to do that here in the US. Who is that in competition with? Amazon, right? So is it in their best interest to do what they can do to get, TikTok out of the US? Of course, right? And my thing is that it sounds really mean when I say this, but it's the truth. Let's just talk about it. They are positioning this as if like they really care about how much is influencing us and da 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 da. And so we've got to get this out. But I'm like, but do they care how much our healthcare system is hurting us? How much our educational system is broken? How much they're not paying teachers what they're worth? All the food system and all these different things that are hurting us all day, every day. Do they really, really, really care? And my answer to that is no, they do not. Because if they really cared, guess what would happen? We would have better all these different things, and we don't have all those things because it's not what they truly care about. Okay, but TikTok is the hottest thing. Like, we put this bill in and it's like sign, sign, sign. I mean, I'm like, wow, it's making our head spin how quickly they are moving on this app, right? It's wild to me when I think about it. And I want to just share this from a political standpoint. This is not a Democrat thing. This is not a Republican thing. This is not a Trump versus Biden thing. This is not. Because here Biden is in office, that's going on. When Trump was in office, that's when it started. So it's not like either one of them got their hands clean. You know what I'm saying? I know some people may be saying like, well, Biden is just trying to protect the country, or Trump he's opposed to a TikTok ban. Honey, Biden using that platform right now to market himself and get reelected. Trump is talking about, I don't want to ban. And it's like, sir, when you were in office, you were for it. Both of y'all, sit down, right? It's like both of them, sit down. You know what I mean? So I think this is a huge, like, money thing at play. But do I think that they have their hands full with this? Absolutely. Okay. I was talking to, and I'm going to answer y'all's questions in just a second. But I was talking to the Wall Street Journal today. I was talking to a journalist from the Wall Street Journal. She called me today and she was asking me, what do I think is going to happen? I said, well, they've got a hard time on their hands when it comes to election 2024. You're trying to move people to vote for you, and you were opposed to a TikTok, and so you started it, Trump. You said you weren't gonna ban it, Biden, and you just signed it. It's like both of y'all got some challenges. And do I think that there are millions of people that are getting ready to be potentially be impacted because of potential TikTok ban? Are they going to be upset? Yes. And she asked me, what do I think people are going to do? I said, well, I think people are going to protest, right? I said, now my hope is that people protest and do it legally. We don't need a January 6th. If any of y'all are trying to mobilize the troops and do anything like January 6th, sit down. Sit down. Don't do that. We don't want, listen, we don't want TikTok that bad where you are going to jail, where people are getting hurt. Okay. So let me just say that if any of y'all see somebody try to rally the troops to do a January 6th, sit down. No, do not risk your freedom and other people's safety for TikTok. Okay. It needs to be said. Okay. Because people sometimes they are not in therapy. And so they're not thinking and they do dumb stuff. So we're just encouraging people to not do that. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go to the comment section. I'm gonna read some of the things in here. Okay. I don't think it's actually gonna happen. They will be tied up in litigation for years. I agree. In the end, it would be bought out and a crisis averted. Crazy to keep people getting people scared. Growing up in DC, I know how this works, and it's nothing to panic over. I promise. So I'm not panicking by any means, but I don't think it's going to be purchased because I was talking to one of my business coaches who's like really big in finance. Like for TikTok to sell, it's going to be a lot of money. If y'all knew how many people are employed by TikTok US, you would be in shock. Okay. And so just the employed, like, oh, listen, it's going to cost a lot of money to buy it. And unless people band together in the US, nobody can really buy it unless they're going to give up all of their money. Okay. So I don't think that's going to happen. I'm reading more of the comments and y'all ask me any questions. I don't think it is that they're threatened or WTR. I do think that it's a lot of thousands of lobbyists that work for Meta and are paying people off to get it banned. Yep. Jen, they hid it in a bill, so is how they did it. That's what I heard anyway. Hey, Doc. I hope Elon Musk doesn't buy it. That's funny. I think a lot of people feel that way. I just heard that Biden is trying to stop by the time he's out of office, hoping to but he is hoping to win, so it will be banned. If Trump wins, it will not be banned because he's all about entrepreneurship. I don't think it will be banned if Trump wins. Honey child, Trump was the first one, honey. Yeah. In like 20, was it 2020? 2021? Trump was the first one, honey. So, listen, I am not political. People say all type of stuff, right? Trump, Biden, Clinton, whomever else has been running. Everybody say all type of stuff to get what they want, and then, so I don't think so, girl. Let me go to TikTok and see what questions. I have my theory why they don't want us to have TikTok. The government is supposed to be for the people, so we need to be the ones voting on it. Agreed. I met so many friends from all over the world on TikTok. Me too, Chris. I mean, me too. It's like been my healthy entertainment outlet. Like there's been okay. I remember I had surgery. Like I had never had surgery before in my life. Worst surgery of my life. I had so much anxiety, thinking was something bad was going to happen to me, and that I wouldn't make it out of surgery. I was so nervous. And I remember getting back to my hospital room and just, on my meds and all that. And I told myself, while I am in the hospital, I am not logging on to TikTok because I knew what was going to happen. Day one. I opened up my phone and the first thing I saw on that darn For You page was some animal doing something. I lost it. When I tell you my scar, my wound, everything in my body was in so much pain, I was trying hard not to laugh. And I put my phone down and I was still laughing. And the lady who was in the room helping me, she goes, "What's going on?" And I'm just like, and I just handed her my phone. She is laughing. And I was like, no more phone until I get out of this hospital. Okay. I am obsessed with TikTok. Okay. From so many different reasons. Like it has really helped me with my business, it's helped my clients with their businesses, all the things. What do you suggest to business owners who have seen great success on TikTok versus Instagram? Great question. Okay, so I told you guys that I've been talking to y'all about TikTok for 4 years, and I've just been TikTok, 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 and I am still very pro TikTok. Nothing has changed. Okay. However, because we are caught in this place, and I don't want you being so. Hold on, I gotta sign for something. Y'all gotta stay right here. I'll be right back. I'm coming. Hold on, y'all. Oh, shoot. Oh, thank you. Okay. Had a package. I had to sign for it. I'm coming. Hold on. I'm coming. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. It's so funny. Like you can be on live stream and life happens. Okay. So listen, I had ordered this package, and for whatever reason, we got porch pirates. So somebody stole the package from my 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 door the other day, so they had to deliver it again, but I had to sign for it. Okay. So let's get back to it. So you guys are asking like, what do I suggest people to do with in the in between time? Hey, Melissa, in between time of with what's going on with TikTok. So first things first, I don't want you to panic. Okay, like don't just go. Let me get off TikTok. Let me run to Instagram. Let me run to YouTube. Wait, wait. Let me explain how this works. Okay, let's just say it's not going to happen, but let's just say tomorrow that TikTok gets banned in the US. Okay. So, what happens is that they don't just automatically grab all of our cell phones and delete the app off of our phones. It doesn't work that way. What they do is they remove TikTok out of all the app stores. Okay. And so then we have TikTok on our phones, and every time TikTok has an update, we no longer get the update. And then so over time, a month, 2 months, a year, 2 years, whatever, as they continue to make updates to the platform, because we can't make updates, then our platform becomes no good. Okay. So if it was to get banned, that's kind of how it would work. It's not going to happen that fast by no means. It just cannot. Right. But also, it can't get banned like that fast. There's court things. There's all these things that have to happen from a legal standpoint. Okay. That's going to take a while. Okay. That's going to take quite a while. It's very similar to when Montana was talking about banning TikTok and they had to start going through all this legal process. Same thing as it pertains to the US government. Not to mention, I don't know about y'all, but these young people of the 2000s, they are something different. Like these are not people, not all, but most of them, they're not January 16th people, six people. They're not ones that's gonna go and storm the Capitol. They are gonna create some type of movement that we ain't ever seen before a day in our lives. And the government's gonna be like, I'm sorry, what? Would I tell you who is gonna be in there fighting for TikTok? Saying it's gonna be them. Yes, we can be there and all that, but these young people, listen, I'll be listening to them like, what? So there's a whole situation that would happen before it ever got banned. Okay. Now, in addition to that, because I am a business person. Exactly. Like I did with Starbucks. Listen, y'all are something special. Who here in this live stream is in their 20s? Y'all are something special. Y'all got me before I say anything. I'm like, okay, is that the right word? Is that the right phrase? Oh my God. They got me like, in a good way. You know what I mean? So I don't, yeah, they got a situation on their hands with these young people. Okay. But also because I'm a business person, I don't want you putting all your eggs in a TikTok basket. You should never be putting all your eggs in a TikTok basket ever, 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 ever. Okay. If you follow me online, I am always talking about diversifying. I'm always talking about multiple platforms, repurposing content, email marketing. I'm always talking about all these different things that you should be doing for your business. You know what I mean? I'm always talking about what you should be doing for your business. Okay. And so I am actually going to do a class. Okay. I'm going to do a free class. All right. Let me put the link in the chat. It's a free class I'm doing next week. Okay. So it is, let me pull it up the link so y'all can register. I think this is what it's called. I don't think it's TikTok ban. I think I wrote that wrong. I think it's TikTok. Hold on. Let me find the website because I'm like, what is the website? We just did it today because, we heard what was going on. And I was like, okay, we got to make sure that we help people. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So here is the link. So if you guys want to join, it's absolutely free. It is absolutely free. It's going to be next week, but you do have to register for it. Okay. So all you have to do is go to, why is it HTTP showing up? Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Can I do that? Hold on. Let me see real quick. All we want to do is we want to go to kenyakelly.com/TikTok webinar. Okay. So kenyakelly.com/TikTok webinar. Okay. And I'm going to be teaching you guys absolutely free on what you need to do right now to be diversifying your business. Okay. Because if it takes the government a year, 2 years to deal with TikTok, great. But guess what? You should not ever be putting all your eggs in one basket. Never. Because things happen, right? Your account could get what you call it? It could get hacked. All these different things could happen if you are in one spot, right? Like, how many of you guys have heard of somebody who had everything on one platform and then something happened? Like, I heard about a girl on Instagram. She had like 178,000 followers, and all of a sudden, her account is gone. She can't get it back. She's trying her best, and she cannot get the account back. Gone. Now she is starting over with like 1,000 followers, right? But if we are not putting all of our eggs into one basket, whether it's TikTok, it's Instagram, it's YouTube, or whatever, then when something happens, because things happen all the time, then we're able to kind of like move and shift with the time. Does that make sense? Okay, I want to answer questions. What questions do you guys have? I think I see something here. I love TikTok. It's a very good networking platform, and I have made so many friends. We all really support one another, not so much on the other platforms. I've had such support. Yep, I get it. Okay. Anybody else? Any questions you guys have about what is happening with TikTok? If you are concerned about the government, you can call, your local representatives. You can do all types of things. I guarantee if you watch TikTok long enough over the next couple of days and weeks, you're going to see people are going to start mobilizing the troops. And I think there's going to be protest. Okay. And listen, if you decide to protest, please do legal activity. Legal. Okay. Don't do anything crazy. Do not pull a January 6th. Don't start messing with businesses. Listen, legal. What the U.S. government is doing ain't got nothing to do with local companies in your area. Okay. All right. What camera am I using? I have the Osbot Tiny 2 camera. I find it really hard to grow on Instagram. Do you have any suggestions? So, Trees, we are not doing strategies right now. But if you want to join our class, I'm going to be talking about that on next week. We're talking more about what to do in the event of a TikTok ban, and just, we're talking about what the government is doing and how upset everybody is right now. Okay. All right. What other questions do you guys have? Okay. Listen, this class is going to be on next. Let me see, what day is it? I think it's going to be on next Thursday. Yeah, it's on next Thursday. It's going to be at two different times. One is going to be 9 a.m. PST, and the other one is going to be on 4 p.m. PST. Okay, because I know everybody's on different time zones, everybody got to work and all that type of stuff. And so I'm going to host this class just to help you guys that have these massive followings on TikTok, that are making a lot of money than you ever made using TikTok, and you are afraid of that hurting your business. Because listen, any platform could go away. Any platform could make an update and just stop showing your content. That's like right now, so many of us are struggling to get views on Instagram, right? Because they are making so many updates and so many changes. Okay. So it is important that you're learning how to still grow your business, market your business, and continue growing your business without worrying about a TikTok ban or algorithm changes or whatever is going on with all the social media platforms. Okay. And that's what I'm going to be teaching on Thursday of next week. Okay. Now, I do plan on doing lots and lots and lots of live streams, talking about this, updating you guys on things, and just teaching you all the things that I know and all the things that I've been doing. Because, like you guys know, I've been teaching TikTok for 4 years. And 2 years ago, we decided to make a shift. We decided to focus on not just TikTok, but teaching video marketing, period. Okay. And so, because of that, we didn't put all our eggs in the TikTok basket. We made the shift, and our business continues to grow and flourish as a result of it, and it grows with TikTok or without TikTok. And we want to make sure that you and your business will continue to do the exact same. Okay. All right. Now, I just want to open up. Are there any questions about TikTok, what's happening with TikTok, or what have you? Okay. We've been here now for 30 odd minutes, and I just want to make some space for you guys to be able to ask questions about that. Do we have any questions? I know we are streaming everywhere and all the things, but I just want to open up for you guys, okay? All right. See anything there? Any questions? I'm gonna do one. I know we're on a delay. I keep forgetting. We have like a little delay. So while I wait for y'all to ask questions, I got this package in the mail, and I'm gonna open it. Okay. It's nothing fancy. It's something for my body. It's some health stuff. Okay. So it's nothing like, ooh, you guys want to see what I got? You don't want to see. It's some herbs. It's some herbs for women over 40. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all women are like, girl, I take everything. I'm taking everything too, honey. All right. There's no questions? Okay. All right, guys. Well, I just wanted to talk a little bit about how to prepare for what's happening with TikTok. That it's not going to happen anytime soon. If it was going to get banned, it's going to take quite some time for that to happen. How much legal trouble that the U.S. government will be in if they really, really, really try to ban the app. But I strongly encourage that. Thank you. I strongly encourage that if you want help with shifting your business, evolving your business and diversifying your business, I would encourage you to come join us. It's going to be Thursday. You can join the webinar. It's absolutely free, where I'm teaching you what I have been doing the last 2 years, where our business is still growing, our revenue is still growing, no matter what is happening on social media. Okay. No matter what is happening on social media, my business continues to grow, and I want yours to grow as well. Okay. I've been thinking we should really encourage our followers to follow us each platform in hopes of not losing them all. What do you think? I think that you should join the class. Because in the class, I'm going to talk about what you just said there and what I suggest. Okay. Because there is a hint of truth to what you said, and there's also a maybe not too. Okay. All right. So, you guys, I look forward to seeing all you guys in the class on Thursday. Just go to this link here, KiaKelly.com/webinar, /TikTok webinar. And we're going to talk on Thursday. Okay. All right, guys. I love you guys. Bye.